Welcome to another episode of the Barlow Road and Innovation, brought to you by the Curtis Heritage Education Center. We're dedicated to promoting the development of innovative thinking, a skill which once was commonplace and is an important part of our heritage. Sadly, innovation, or more specifically, innovative thinking, is a skill which is being lost today, and employers are noticing the effects. Now, let's get started. In this video, we'll follow the Barlow party as they proceed with steps 3, planning the route, and 4, actually building the route. Heading south from the Dalles, the first challenge was determining how far south to travel before they could turn west. Additional challenges were finding suitable locations to cross the numerous creeks along the way, as well as the need to climb and descend ridges by traveling straight up or straight down. Now, let's join the party as they continue their journey and finally turn west. After traveling further south and descending Tie Creek Ridge into a small valley, they were able to determine it's time to start looking for the turn west. They'd finally come far enough south. The rest of the party decided to stay a few days and rest while Sam Barlow and 3 other men turned west and started scouting for a possible route around the south face of Mount Hood. While the Barlow party was resting in Tie Creek Valley, they were joined by another party of 23 wagons led by Joel Palmer. Joel Palmer had also heard from the natives in the Dalles about an Indian trail around the south face of Mount Hood and had been told about the Barlow party trying to find just such a route. Joel Palmer and his party decided to join forces with the Barlow party as they found it a better choice than going down the Columbia River. Tie Creek Valley offers a great example of the challenges they faced in that they could only go straight up or straight down any of the hills, because wagons could not traverse the side of a hill. They would roll over. So as you can see, they had to come straight down, cross the valley, straight up the other side. These restrictions had to be taken into account continuously from this point on as the party moved from steps 1 and 2 in our design process and moved on to step 3, actually planning the route. As the combined party continued west from Tie Creek Valley, they traversed a high plateau as they continued to get nearer and nearer Mount Hood. We're lucky today to be granted access by a private property owner to be able to put our wagon actually on the actual route of the Barlow Road. This location is an example of yet another challenge they would face between here and their ultimate goal of the Willamette Valley, creek crossings. They had already managed to cross 3-mile, 5-mile, 8-mile, 15-mile, and Tie Creeks, but they have yet to cross near here, Rock Creek, Gate Creek, Deep Creek, Barlow Creek. Ultimately, they would cross 10 more creeks at least and 3 rivers. This location also shows how the combined Barlow-Palmer party needed to continually assess their situation and adjust their plan based on changing circumstances. This is true for all innovation. No innovation happens on the first try. It's only with perseverance and a willingness to keep going that innovation happens. As the Barlow-Palmer party continued west and the crossing of the Cascade Mountains loomed ahead, winter arrived and it became clear the road could not be completed in 1845. So Sam Barlow, his son William, Joel Palmer, and another man went ahead of the party to try and scout the ultimate route. They ascended the south face of Mount Hood, Joel Palmer climbing as high as what is now known as Palmer Glacier, named for him, and thought he spied a route that would be workable. So the 4 of them returned to the party. The decision was made to cached their goods there for the winter in an area that became known as Fort Deposit. They built a log cabin, and 2 of the people agreed to stay behind through the winter to keep watch over the stores. As the Barlow-Palmer party left Fort Deposit, knowing they weren't going to be able to complete their initial journey before winter set in, Joel Palmer and Sam Barlow went ahead of the party to try and reach some place where they could get some assistance. As Joel Palmer and Sam Barlow staggered out of the woods, they were starving, they were weak, and clearly needed support in order to survive and also get the rest of their party to survive. They arrived here at Philip Foster's farm, where a search party or a rescue party was put together, taking horses and supplies, heading back up the mountain to meet the main party. They did meet up with the party, and thankfully they were able to make it down safely here where they wintered over. In the next episode, we'll see the innovation continue as new challenges arose and how Sam Barlow and his partners turned an innovative solution into a business. If you learned something today, please click the like and subscribe buttons to our channel. Thank you for watching. Now, go put your imagination to work.